Okay, listen up. Someone in my subscribers list asked me to cover this story over here. Let me see if I can move the frame for you. Yes, I can move it. And let me go upstairs. North Sentinel Island tribes people believed to have killed trespassing U.S. missionary. Look at the title. Believed to have killed. So they're inserting doubt in their own report. Isn't it the purpose of report to report something? So why are they inserting doubt in the report? And they're putting missionary between quoting marks. So they're putting doubt over here, believed to have killed. So it's not even certain, and missionary between quoting marks to highlight that probably the guy wasn't a missionary at all. So they're showing in the title already that this story doesn't add up. It was updated at 10:15 GMT. 10 is an X, refers to Helios. 15, 6. 6 in Greek numerology is an X. So you have two X's over here, XX. So that means Helios, 6, code right over here. Here you have 18, 15. 18 is 3 times a 6. So this is 666 here, and here's a 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So you have 666 over here, and then you have 666. So twice you have 666 coded right over here, folks. That's how they do it. This is which language? Now this Instagram post of John Allen Chow, an adventurer who is believed to have traveled to a remote Indian Ocean island with the purpose of proselytizing, according to police. Okay, let's continue. From the Daily, an American Christian believed to have been engaged in missionary work, believed to have, they keep repeating this, believed to have. So they want you to believe this story. Why aren't you stating it as a fact? They did the research, right? Believed to have been engaged in missionary work, appears to have been killed by tribes people. Appears to have been killed. What? So they're not even sure that he was killed? Police have been killed by tribes people from one of the world's most isolated communities. If it's one of the world's most isolated communities, how can it be you guys know about them? How can it be that he even traveled to that place? On a remote island hundreds of miles off the coast of India. According to officials. The 27-year-old, 2 plus 7 is 30. 30 is 3 times 10. A 10 is an X. XXX is 666. A 10 written as letters is Eo. Eo is ancient Greek for sun, so sun god. So it can be that he was truly 27 years old. But if he's killed, indeed, this seems like a ritual to me. Identified as John Allen Chow, came to India on a tourist visa, but came to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in October with the express purpose of proselytizing. Huh? I thought you guys were not certain that he was a missionary, and now you claim he is? With express purpose means he intended it. Okay. Dipendra Pathak, Director General of Police of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, told CNN, "We refuse to call him a tourist. Yes, he came on a tourist visa, but he came with a specific purpose to preach on a prohibited island. I thought he had freedom of religion over there." Chow did not inform the police of his intentions to travel to the island to attempt to convert its inhabitants, officials said. Hold on a minute, since when do you have to inform the police if you want to spread your beliefs? So you need permission to spread your beliefs? He didn't came with an army. He didn't came with a gun. So people could just have refused what he wanted to say and it would be over. I mean, let's continue. The adventurous relatives, in a post on his Instagram page, said Wednesday that Chow was a beloved family member. To others, he was a Christian missionary, a wilderness EMT, an international soccer coach, and a mountaineer. He loved God, life, helping those in need, and had nothing but love for the Sentinelese people. The family said it forgives those who took Chow's life. Okay. The island, North Staten Island, is inhabited by the Sentinelese, who are protected under Indian law. Just more than a dozen people are officially thought to live on the remote island in the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. First of all, why would India protect those people on that tiny island? And why would that island be forbidden for others to visit there? Okay? The island is a protected area, and people are not allowed to go within 5 nautical miles of it after previous incidents of aggressive behavior towards outsiders were observed. Hold on a minute. If it's Indian territory, why doesn't India enforce its laws over there? In 2006, 2 local fishermen were killed by the tribes. So you mean to tell me that India, with the modern technology, with its navy, with its military, and its police force, ain't able to subject a few tribesmen who live in a primitive way? Are you kidding me? American Christian missionary killed by tribesmen was a martyr, friends say. Illegal access. Wagner said the American missionary had asked one of his local friends, an electronic engineer, to arrange a boat and find some fishermen who would take him to the island. The contact found a boat and a fisherman along with water sports experts to help with the expedition. Huh? First you said he was just a tourist. He came on a tourist visa and he wanted to proselytize the people. And now you call it an expedition? All 7, oh, 7 is not a coded number that they often use in hoaxes. All 7 locals who facilitated the trip have been arrested. According to the fishermen, they used a wooden boat filled with motors to travel to the island on November 15th. Something happened with the internet browser. Let me wait. November 15th. There's a 6 over there. There's a 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. November is 11th month. 11 times 6 is 66. Coincidence? Let's continue. The boat stopped 500 to 700 meters away from the island, and the American missionary used a canoe to reach the shores of the island. He came back later that day with arrow injuries. On the 16th, the tricycle broke his canoe. And they're all smiling on the pictures. Look, folks, I know this article's from CNN. Nevertheless, don't discard it because it's CNN. More news networks use fake news or they report on their rituals. And I have to say, this story doesn't add up. The first time I heard the story, I had my doubts about it. Chow was a world traveler, was also a staunch Christian. So he came back to the boat swimming. He did not come back on the 17th. The fisherman later saw the tribespeople dragging his body around. What? Oh, hold on a minute. So he came back to the boat swimming. He did not come back until the 17th. The fisherman later saw the tribesman dragging his body around. The police haven't independently verified that he is dead, but based on what the fishermen have told them, believed that he was killed. So it's all based on belief. We have a team out in the water for reconnaissance and to strategize how to recover his body. The team consists of coastal guards, officials from tribal welfare department, force department. Why do you need a force department if it's just on a remote island? The force department officers and police officials. An official from the U.S. consulate in Chennai confirmed that the diplomats are aware of reports concerning a U.S. citizen in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They put it between quotation marks. They're telling you folks that it's either a hoax or they're hiding something. When a U.S. citizen is missing, we work closely with local authorities as they carry out their search efforts. Though the privacy considerations, we have no further comment. Hold on a minute. So you can show the guy's picture, you can show his name, you can even suggest about his motives, but you can't say anything more about the investigation? So a US citizen is possibly murdered by some people in India, and you're so lenient about it? John loved people and he loved Jesus, was willing to give his life to share Jesus with the people of North Sentinel Island. Sorry, but something doesn't end up with this story. Seriously. Here it said the Sentinelese have shown again and again that they want to be left alone and their wishes should be respected. The British colonial occupation of the Andaman Islands decimated tribes living there, wiping out thousands of tribes people. The only fraction of the original population now survived, so the Sentinelese fear of outsiders is very understandable. Hold on a minute. Hold on. You see what they're doing here, folks? You have a guy who they claim is a believer who follows Christ, who came there to share the good news to them, and he was allegedly killed. It's not even certain that he was killed. But they say the Sentinelese people have shown again and again that they want to be left alone. And they justify it that it's understandable. So they're justifying fear. You see what they're doing? So the Sentinelese fear of outsiders is very understandable. What? Come on. Truth being told, folks, I don't believe this story. And here they say that the population is less than 100. So you have a population less than 100, and the police can't arrive with their shipment and with their equipment over there to arrest the folks? Come on. You have 39 over here. Switch this 9 around, you have a 6. And 3 times that 6 is 666 also. There's another code over there. 15 Sentinelese on their island. 15 coded 6. Look, I don't know everything, but I doubt the story. This guy was probably blood sacrificed, and now they want to make it as if he was bothering people and he brought the harm on himself. And they're using it to put shame on the name of Christ. That's what those pagan rulers do. I don't believe anything of this report. Come on, you're not certain where someone is dead? Be real. Well, again, when you hear such stories, especially when it relates to so-called believers, just be aware. Many of the stories here are either hoaxes or they're not telling you everything. And if you see that they're using it to suggest a negative opinion of Christ, then you know for certain it's a ritual. Well, that's it for now. Keep agreeing with Christ and be at peace.